Hello, 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 everybody. Thank you for joining me. I'm Gertrude Chapman, Inspirational Book Coach, and welcome to the Aspiring Authors Lab. So, I want to talk today about organizing your thoughts. Organizing your thoughts. You know, in the Aspiring Authors Lab, it's where I teach self esteem, self confidence, and self worth issues. Thank you for joining me. You know, teach aspiring authors, how to avoid procrastination and help them to cut through the clutter when they're aspiring authors, because a lot of times people, they don't know when to start. So thank you for joining me today. Also, I teach how to leverage, my aspiring authors, how to leverage their knowledge and also how to create an income for themselves. And like I said, we're talking about organizing your thoughts today. And when you organize your thoughts, the main thing is to break everything down in bite-sized pieces, because you don't want your readers to be overwhelmed. Because sometimes books, writers, they cram too much information into a single book. Thank you for joining us this morning. And the message gets confused. It gets very confused. And the last thing that you want to do is write one big, gigantic book. Thank you for joining us today. And, a big, gigantic book with everything, just so much content in there that your readers find it hard to digest. So you have to understand, as an aspiring author, thank you for joining us today. People live busy lives and they're looking for immediate results. Thank you for joining us this morning. Immediate results that are actionable and that have a lot of value. But like I said, you don't want to cram too much into one book. And, another, thought that I give to my aspiring authors is you're putting too much in one book and you're not thinking that, you're able to break that book up into different subjects, which in turn will give you more income for your books, And I see this as, another mistake that a lot of, new authors make, because they don't understand. They really don't understand, that too much information causes overwhelm and it leads the reader to become frustrated and confused. So that's one of the reasons why you should organize your thoughts, organize your thoughts, organize your ideas. And I teach my students exactly, how to avoid, overwhelm. Thank you for joining us this morning. And you want your readers to anticipate your next book, but if you got too much content in one particular book, and it's causing frustration, it's causing confusion, and it's not, done properly, it causes mass confusion. And I'm telling you, because, and you may even know this for yourself, you go out there to read a book that you thought, had all the answers that you need for a particular thing. And it's so much in that book where it could have been broken up into several other books. And I understand that, people get excited and they have lots of information and valuable content for their audience, but, it's not your fault. You simply don't know what you don't know. And that's why, I come to educate my audience, to let them know, hey, you could do so much more with this. You could take this one big idea that you have and break it down into different, segments. So I'm planning on doing an upcoming webinar in late February that will give you a better understanding to the world of writing your book. And this is for aspiring authors. So I'll keep you posted for further details. Now, you can follow me on my Facebook page, Turning Point Enrichment, and you'll be able to get the information there, because it should go up by mid-February. So, just go to facebook.com, Turning Point Enrichment. / Turning Point Enrichment. And that's my Facebook page. But let me tell you what I do when I have a good idea or thoughts come into my mind. I make sure that I have my phone with me all the time, okay? And I record those ideas and thoughts into my phone app, and sometimes even paragraphs, because when something comes to your mind, you don't want to forget it. So I speak it into the phone, because sometimes it's coming so fast. And this is very important if you are an aspiring author or even a speaker. It's very important that you know, take that information down. Whether, this information pertains to a current book that I'm writing, or the next book, or one that's coming down the line, you know, I have an idea that will lead me into a book, okay? Because it's an idea. So I say, oh, okay, well, I could write on this book, and I jot down information about it. So I want to tell you, aspiring authors, always be prepared. You can't allow these golden gems just to slip by. You can't. Whatever you do not leave it to chance that you will remember later, because that idea, that thought is gone. It's gone. And again, I'm speaking from experience. I, thought that I could, remember later on, but I didn't. And, it bothered me because it was a juicy thought. It was a juicy idea, and it made perfect sense, but I just couldn't remember. So that's why, I do better. Okay. I do better. So I don't know if this has ever happened to you. Okay. But I get good stuff. And I mean, real good dialogue in the middle of the night. Okay. Around 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning. That's when I get real good stuff. And, this is where I was too lazy. I was too lazy to get up or reach for my phone because I was sleepy. So, like I said, guess what? I missed it. I missed it. And like I say, it's much better now. I just roll over and, reach for my phone and speak those thoughts and ideas into my phone, into the software, and it could either be, a phone or a notepad, whatever works best for you. But, it's easier for me with my phone to go back to sleep. And the next day, what I do, I take those notes, I take those thoughts, those ideas, and I see if it, makes sense to what I'm writing. And if not, I put it in the app with some notes, because this idea, like I said, this thought could be, for another book down the line, or, whatever. But I keep those thoughts. It could be for a quote. It could be for whatever, because I'm a writer. I'm an author. So, those thoughts, those things are very important to me. So, and as far as software, I use, use what's best for you. But the software I use Evernote, or I use Writers Plus, because that's what works best for me. So it's up to you, what app you use that works best for you. It is, but our main focus here is to segment your thoughts and ideas according to the message that you are trying to convey to your audience. And any thought or idea that remains may give you a hint, like I said, to your next book that you write, to lead your audience into a deeper dive, because you want to take your audience from level to level. Okay. Now, you already spoke about this particular subject. Okay. Now, there's many things that's related to that subject. So then you go to the next step. Then you go to the next step. And then there'll be things that branch off of that subject. So that's why, it's best to have, more than one book. So you could, touch on all of those subjects that relates to that one main topic. So you owe it to yourself to write a quality book, one that's full of value and properly organized to give you immediate results, to give your audience, put it that way, your readers immediate results. Because, like I said, people are living busy lives. They're very busy, and they're looking for answers, and they're looking for answers now. And I want to, extend this to you. We are, if you're not sure of how to go about starting your book, remember, we're here to help you do just that, just that. We're here for you. So you don't have to be alone. But many of our students have gone through the simplified process of writing successful books. And successful book, there's a difference, okay? Because a book is more than writing a bunch of words and taking those words and putting it between two covers and calling it a book. All right? Because I have seen some stuff and left me very frustrated, because I'm an avid reader, and if I'm looking for an answer, if I'm looking for, a solution to something, and I like I was saying on yesterday's broadcast, the book did not get the point. It took me all the way around the block and back and didn't say not one thing, just a bunch of words, running off with words, and it did not solve the problem. So, but we want you to be successful. I want you to be successful. I want you to write a quality book that will impact your audience, that will, transform their lives, change the trajectory of their lives, because that's what it's all about, And it's time for you also to stop procrastinating because you don't know how to start. We're here to help you. And you can schedule a free 10-minute conversation with me by going to bit.ly/I need help writing my book. Again, that's bit.ly/I need help writing my book. Now, if this video has brought value to you, share it with your group. Whenever you find value in something and, it really touches you, don't be afraid to share it. That's why I'm here. I share information. When I get information, I say, oh, that could help somebody. I share it. Don't keep it to yourself. Share something with somebody else, because you never know. I believe in planting good seeds, because good seeds will always come back to me. And the same for you. The same for you. I share. So, learn to share, and it will come back to you in a good way. Okay? So thank you for joining me today. It's been a pleasure. Again, schedule a free 10-minute conversation with me. Again, go to bit.ly/I need help writing my book. And we could, have that free 10-minute conversation and see exactly where you need help. Okay? So with that being said, I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, Inspirational Book Coach. Remember, this is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. Have a great rest of the day.